Hello everyone, welcome back to another Makeup Artist Monday. It's artistry like BAM! Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week. I'm super excited to show you something new. This is a very highly requested video. I get asked this look all the time. So today I'm going to teach you guys how to do my very own favorite neutral smoky eye. It's a look that I get asked for from brides, it's a look that I get asked for from bridesmaids, everyday makeup people. Everybody loves a go-to smoky eye. So if that sounds like something you want to learn, stay tuned. Alright everyone, so before we get started, you're going to need just a couple of things to achieve this look. So you're going to need a couple of makeup brushes. So first we have our fluffy blending brush. This one is a really nice size. So this one is kind of tapered at the end. This one is a synthetic brush, so you can use this for liquid powder or cream products. And then we also have this brush right here. This is a lay down brush, so this is more flat. It's more flat on the side, so you can actually press powder or press cream into the eye with this. So this is a really nice one. And then you're also going to need one of these. This is just an eyeshadow smudger brush, and this is going to be really great and come in handy when we do our inner corner and then when we do our underneath as well. So those are the three brushes that you'll need today. And then also you're going to need a couple of eyeshadows. So you're going to need a neutral eyeshadow or neutral to your skin tone. So this is more of like a creamy beige shade to my skin tone. It's going to help brighten up my eye, and it has a little bit of like a satin finish to it, so it is going to give me just a slight bit of shimmer, so it's really pretty. You're going to need a transition shade. So transition shades actually go in your crease, and this is what's going to create a really pretty sunset dramatic effect and kind of blend everything together. So this is like a really pretty just neutral brown, so pretty close to my skin tone but just like a shade deeper. Excuse me. And then this is a brown eyeshadow, so this is just like a deeper brown with a little bit of shimmer. If you have one that's matte, that's great. If you have one that's shimmer, both of those will work. This is just another color that I like to use as well to achieve a smoky eye. And then last but not least, you're gonna need a black. So I like this one. This is a black and gold duo. All these eyeshadows are from the same eyeshadow palette. Excuse me. If you're familiar with the Urban Decay Oz Great and Wonderful palette, that's what this is from. So I just popped them out of here and I put them right here so that it was easy for me to show you guys. So any neutral eyeshadows that you have at home, something that looks similar to this, don't go out and buy this. I'm sure you guys have tons of eyeshadow palettes at home that look something similar or have something similar to this already at home. The next two things that you're going to need to achieve this look are mascara, and whatever mascara you choose is totally okay, whatever your preference. You're going to need a liquid eyeliner. This is personally my favorite. This is the Troy Surratt liquid eyeliner, so we're going to be using this one today, and I'll tell you guys why I love that. And then last but not least, our very first step of today's makeup is actually an eyeshadow base. So we're going to go in with an eyeshadow primer today, prime our lid so that everything goes on really smooth, really flawless, and stays on really nice and even. So, alright guys, without further ado, let's get started. So for today's eyeshadow look, I'm going to start with an eyeshadow base. So this is the Hourglass Veil Primer. This is the travel size that they have available at Sephora. I believe this one is around $20. It has a little flat paddle like this. I really love this primer for the face and the eyes. You can see that it goes on white. It does have SPF 15 in it, and as you blend it in, it goes on clear. It makes the skin really silky, really smooth. It primes the skin, and we're going to use that on the eyes today. This is also a vegan and cruelty-free product. A very, very, very tiny amount goes a long way. So I want you guys to keep an eye on that. So I'm just going to take a little bit on a blending brush, take a little bit off of this, and then we're going to go right on the eye. And then I'm actually just going to use my finger to blend the rest of that in. And this is just going to help prime the eyeshadow. And what a primer does for the eye is it's going to keep everything on a lot longer. It's going to make your eyeshadows blend a lot easier, go on a lot smoother. It's going to hold on, and you're going to see the eyeshadow's true pigment right when you put it on because you prime the eye. Sometimes when you apply eyeshadow just to bare skin, it gets lost a little bit. Sometimes your eye eats the color a little bit. The color's not able to translate and show through naturally how they would actually appear, and they don't last as long as well. So it's nice to really prime the eye. You can use whatever you like. Some people like to use concealer. Some people like MAC paint pots. Some people like primers like this. Urban Decay eyeshadow bases. They have a really great one for years and years and years. So whatever you choose, that's what I hope you should use it today. Alright guys, so we're going to hop into the first eyeshadow look. So now that our eye is primed, we're going to go in with our neutral color. This is the light beige, so this is called Broken. So I'm just going to take it with my flat eyeshadow brush, just kind of pressing it into the brush, and we're going to go in and go ahead and press this all over the lid. So I like to do this as my first step to kind of get an even base down and really kind of neutralize that lid. A little bit goes a long way with shadow, so you want to make sure that you're just applying a very little bit. You can always build and add more, so less is more. Start with a light, soft application. So you'll notice that my hand is further back on my brush. I'm not choking up on my brush, so I'm not applying a lot of pressure. You can see how that just brightened up the eye just slightly, gives it that really pretty neutral, even base. All right, cool guys, right? So now we're gonna switch brushes to our fluffy blending brush. So this one right here, boom. All right, and these brushes are from Cleoned Cosmetics. They do have like this really cool plastic jewel ferrule to them and this beautiful nickel handle. So these are really nice. They're crimped, really beautiful. These are available on my website. If you are new to brushes and you want to try some and you have questions about them, you can DM me and I will give you all of my resources and tools so that you guys can help choose the right brushes for you. They are available on my website and they do come in a 5-pack, so you get face brushes and a couple eye brushes as well. All right, so we're gonna go in with our neutral eyeshadow. This is just that neutral brown, and I'm actually gonna press my brush into it, not too hard, so you just wanna lightly coat the tips of the eyeshadow. I'm gonna tap it off, and then I'm gonna go right from the outer side of my corner into my crease. So I'm gonna look down, and I'm going to rock this in my socket. So this is gonna create natural definition to the eye. It's gonna create natural warmth on the eye, and it's just gonna give us a really pretty background color. So when we start blending all those smoky colors, it'll create that really pretty sunset effect. So that when I open my eye, you can see just a really soft haze effect of that warmer brown. Pretty, right? All right, guys, so you can see that the brush is pretty clean now, so I wanna go in with just a little bit of that product. Do it one more time. And this time I'm gonna start a little closer to the eye on the inner corner, and we're gonna go back and forth really close. So rock it in your socket. I like to look down, like I said, so I can really push the brush in there and allow the brush to do the work for me. Simple, really clean, really easy. Cool guys, right? All right, so next we're gonna go into the deeper brown. So this one has a little bit of shimmer, and we're going to use that first brush that we used with a lighter color. So we're just gonna go in and press on the side of that brush very, very slightly, okay? And this is where you start building up that depth and that smokiness. So with my eye shape, you can see that the my eye kind of ends right around here. So I want my smokiness to start right about here in this area to give me that blown out diffused effect. So I'm gonna lay my brush down on its side. You can see that the product is only on one side, okay? And I'm going to press that right here on the outer corner. And the reason why I'm pressing it is because you wanna press it to get that color on there first. Just like that, okay? And then we're gonna take our blending brush and we're gonna diffuse that edge a little bit, soften it just really slightly. Just like that, okay? You can see I'm starting to work that color in there and then blending it really softly right on the lid. So you can see that I'm marrying those two colors together just really softly. Going back to my crease, softening that edge, going a little bit under just to soften that edge. All right, guys, so you can see how it's creating more depth and a little bit dimension out here, and you're keeping that front of the eye neutral so that it keeps it big, bright, and open. Beautiful, right? All right, so you can see how I'm starting to build that up. I'm actually gonna take my brush and we're gonna go in with a little bit more of that deeper brown, and I'm gonna go in just a little bit closer to my lash line, just to build slightly. Blend it out. And you're going to want to cater this eyeshadow look to your eye shape. I have more of a traditional hooded almond eye, so smoky eye looks really good on me just depending on how I'm keeping my color. So now I'm going to go back in with that neutral brown that we were using in our crease, and I'm actually going to take it with the fluffy blending brush, and we're going to start to blend out that smoky eye edge, that smoky color just right here. And what this is going to do is it's going to build up a little bit of that warmth on the outer corner of the eye, and it's going to bring that color just a little higher. So that way, now you can see that it pulled it out just a little bit, and you have that halo swept effect right around the eye. Beautiful. Cool, right? All right, guys, so now we're going to create just a little bit more pop. Okay everyone, now just to create a little bit more of that depth and drama, it's totally up to you. You can stop here if you're okay with this amount of drama. This is about a 6 for me. We're going to take it to about an 8. So we're going to take it up just a little bit more. We're going to take that black color and then that same color that we used with that deep brown, same side of the brush, we're going to go right into that black. And we're going to do a similar action that we did on this side. Okay, so right at the outer corner, pressing that color to create more depth. And this time we're not going to take the color as high. We're going to keep it about right there at the lash line. Okay, then take our blending brush and soften the edge. And this is just going to diffuse those edges and blend everything out. Okay, so you can see now the smoke is bringing everything down a little bit, and now we're going to bring everything back up. Okay. So I'm going to take that same brush with that black and that brown, okay, and we're actually going to just use a little bit of it right underneath the eye, just to create a little bit more depth. Pushing it into our lower lash line, so not in the eye, but under the eye. And the reason that I like to do this under the eye is because now that we have so much shadow on top, you want to do something under to give it that balance. Because if you don't, then it just looks really heavy on top. Okay, so now we're going to take our Royal Lange brush, that diffused smudger brush, okay, and we're actually just going to blend all this out. And this is a really dense smudger brush from Royal Lange. These brushes can be bought at Target, I believe, and on their website. I just like this one because it's really, really soft, and it also has a really long handle, so I don't have to put a lot of pressure on the eye. So I'm just softly blending this out, you guys, quickly. Now I'm going to go in with that neutral white shade, okay? We're going to press it into that brush, go into the inner corner, so just a little bit on the tips. Brighten everything up just slightly, just like that. Cool. We're also going to take that same color with our clean brush, okay, just slightly, tap off the excess, and we're going to blend everything out right here underneath the brow. So it's going to add a little bit of brightness, and then it's also going to soften any harsh edges that we put out here. Go right into the eye. Totally up to you. I just like to do this because it makes everything really cohesive. Alright guys, very beautiful, right? Alright, so now we're going to go in with our liquid liner. So my favorite liquid liner right now is the Troy Surratt liquid liner. It looks like this. It is a calligraphy style liner, so it's more of like a Japanese calligraphy style. You can literally write any direction, any shape. It works really, really well. It's water resistant, transfer resistant, smudge resistant. Once it's on, it's on. It's also refillable. And I've always had a trouble putting liquid eyeliner on myself, except with this eyeliner. So this one makes it really, really easy to use. So I'm going to start by keeping the brush angled this way and down. This is a calligraphy style. This is my personal one. So I have one for my kit and then one personal. You can sanitize the tip because it's a calligraphy style brush tip, and then it's refillable as well. So I'm actually going to look down, and we're going to start by just applying a really thin line right at the base. All right, so now we have our liquid liner on. I'm gonna go clean it up a little bit and do the other eye, and then I'll see you guys in a second. Alright everyone, so this is my go-to smoky eye for a natural neutral look. This could work for a date night, for a brunch, for so many evening occasions out. This works for almost every eye shade because it's super neutral. It can go with brown eyes, green eyes, hazel eyes, blue eyes, any eye color, any eye shape. So I hope that you guys like this video and that you learned something, and please leave a comment down below what videos you want to see next. Like this video, leave it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel if you aren't already, if you're familiar with who I am. I'm a makeup artist here in Chicago, Illinois, professional makeup artist, so I want you guys to join me on my journey here so I can teach you all the tips and tricks that I know here in the makeup industry. Alright guys, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Makeup Artist Monday. Bye guys.